we're here live on the 2020 Bassmaster Classic floor. Where the Ike Live crew is here, and we're having a blast. The tournament's happening in Lake Gunnersville, and we're so excited to be here. Everybody showed up from Alabama, and
big show up.
We've
Alabama.
We've got
turn it up.
We've got the whole
turn it up, Alabama.
we've got Pat. We've got Koby Kreiger from the Bassmaster Elite, and we want to talk about some Ike Live stuff because we've been talking all kinds of Bass University stuff too. We got BTC Brian the Carpenter in the back. What do you say, BTC?
What's happening, man? Yo.
I like your boat.
And our boy Andy here.
Yeah.
Coming in big time.
We got Andy. We got the Ginger Ninja.
That's right.
And we are broadcasting from the Ike Live Brian the Carpenter boat build that everybody loves.
The TH Marine Brian the Carpenter boat build. Look at this thing, Koby.
It's beautiful.
Believe that?
It's a beautiful piece of equipment.
Indeed it is.
It wasn't beautiful at one time.
That is correct. It was a pile.
But but it is now beautiful. And if we had a for sale sign on this thing, it would be sold today.
Already gone.
I don't know if they could afford it.
Yeah.
Multiple hours.
BT, so we got to print out a before shot and put it here on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got so we could see. We're going to put one up here on
our
this,
social. Yep.
Yeah, we're going to put it up on this copy, this piece we're cutting right now, because I want people to see what this boat looked like before you started it. It's been an amazing, whole program where you did all this.
Yeah,
and most recently, you got a new trailer put on this boat.
Yes. So, again, the whole process, we filmed the whole thing. It's all up on our YouTube channel. It's on the Ike Live YouTube channel as well as Mike Iconelli's.
Mm-hmm.
And so we filmed it in 8 segments. And, yes, for the Classic, we had to put it on a Classic-worthy trailer, an Expo 4-worthy trailer.
Classic-worthy.
Yes. Had to take it off the load right and throw it on a Trailmaster. So.
Yeah, it was, the pictures that I received, it definitely needed some help. That is for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It would not have made it here, Koby. It would not have got from Jersey.
It would have been on the back of a flatbed truck.
There'd have been sparks flying, I think.
Right, exactly.
Well, your family is Trailmaster.
That is correct. Great story about
Who's Your Pride?
Trailmaster. Yeah, exactly. Who's Your Pride? We've been there for over 40 years. We're the longest operating, custom-built trailer manufacturer that hasn't filed for bankruptcy since we've been in business.
Yeah,
which is good.
Congratulations.
Well done.
So we've been in business for over 40 years.
Wow.
Which is fantastic. You know, when I was a little kid, I used to be on the back porch putting staples in the carpet for the bunks on the trailers and stuff. So it was a great thing. And you know, the quick history of our company. My dad, he started bass fishing when he was 35 or 36, and he used to be an iron worker. And he got in a bass club, and he met a guy that owned a machine shop or weld shop. Well, between my dad's ironworking skills and this guy's machine skills, they decided that they made a few boat trailers to make extra money for fishing that, wouldn't cost them a lot of money to fish for the year and so on and so forth. So the first year, I think they made 10 trailers for the guys in the club. Well, the next year, we made 100 trailers.
All right.
Well, 40-some years later, we're still in business, and the most we ever made in a year is like 5,800, and now we make about 3,500 to 3,600 trailers a year.
Wow.
And they're all ordered for a boat. Just like this trailer underneath this boat, it was ordered for this boat, it was made for this boat, and we do all kinds of different kinds of stuff.
That's awesome.
And they turned it around in 1 week.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got the phone call and or the text, and I think I got a phone call is what it was, and said, hey, I need Luke Duncan said that you guys trailer. I said, yeah, we do that. And he goes, can you help us out? And I said, what do you got? And he gave me the parameters, and I said, shouldn't be a problem. Let me call my brother. I'm in South Florida, obviously.
Yep.
Our shop's in Indiana. And gave the info to my brother and passed it along, and bam, here we are, and everything worked out perfectly. I think. for what I think it worked out perfect.
Better than perfect.
Yeah.
Way better.
Super perfect.
Way better.
Yeah. So no, and it was great, and
it's just beefy, man.
Yeah.
That is a beefy trailer. Koby,
well, I mean,
seriously.
we don't want something to go down the road and people have problems and things.
Because
and-
Brian would have problems.
Inevitably,
in a less
He'd
trailer.
end up in the wrong state or something. But that's another story.
We will test it.
Yeah. No, and it'll be the good thing is we stand behind our product. So even if you do have a problem, we'll get it taken care of. That's the main goal. So
That's awesome.
But it was great, and we help out with different things for the for the fishing industry. And like I said, we've been in business for a long, long time, and I was glad to get the phone call, and I jumped at the opportunity to be on board. That's for sure.
That's great. Well, we're
Yeah.
glad to have Trailmaster as part of this. Is your whole family running it now? You decided to go fishing and not work in the trailer.
Well, exactly. That's sort of how it worked out. My brother has worked in our shop ever since he was a senior in high school back in the weld shop. Now he runs the whole facility. My dad passed away about 12 years ago. My brother got I'll tell you the story because everybody thinks I never did anything when I was growing up fishing. So when my father passed away, it was all sort of set up prior to that he was going to get the business, and I still lived in Indiana at the time, and I was going to get to fish for a living and work, but I got to go fishing. So that's just sort of how it was set up. But back in the day, I mean, I'd go fish a tournament for 7 days and go back to the shop and go to work building trailers. And there's nothing I could walk in our shop today and go from the weld shop to the paint shop to the truck driver out the door and do everything. And my brother's the same way. I mean, he owns the company. He's 55 years old. And I'll call my sister who works at the desk, the secretary. I'm like, hey, where's Chris? He's back in the weld shop working. That's how I grew up. That's how we grew up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
If a guy didn't come to work and we needed to fill in, that's what we did. And that's how we operate. And that's sort of how I live my life. No matter where I'm working or what I'm doing, if I'm working for a sponsor and I need to pick up the carpet to put it in the back of the truck to close up the booth, then that's what we do. And
Gotcha.
that's just how I am.
Right.
So, but it's a great thing, and without Trailmaster and my dad's vision years and years ago, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. That's for sure.
See, we're a little different because when Brian doesn't show up, we have no broadcast.
He's back.
Well, it's pretty high tech type of stuff. So
But it's a great company. Do you guys build this is a used boat, right? This is a rebuild. Do you guys build for new boats, or do you guys mostly focus on?
no, we do a little bit of everything. We build obviously for brand new boats. Most bass boat companies aren't geographically located for us to manufacture trailers where we're from to go on bass boats, because most of those are in the south, and there's going to be other trailer companies closer around, freight wise. But no, we do most of our business are for runabouts, the 18 to 25 foot runabout boats. We do a lot of stuff for other aluminum companies, Starcraft, Smokercraft, Sylvan, Crestliner. We do all kinds of, we got a lot of accounts. Back in the day when I was on the road selling, we had 350 dealers that we dealt with, and we sell a lot of trailers direct to dealers where they'll order, they'll call us up and say, I'm buying 12 Starcraft boats. This is what they are. This is what color the trailers need to be. We'd paint them up, stack them up, drop them off, deliver them to the guy. If they needed help putting boats on, we'd help them put the boats on them. If not, we drop them off and head back for the next load of trailers. So we build trailers for anything. Anything
That's awesome.
that a boat that you can pull down the road, we can build a trailer for.
So if another guy has a boat build, wants to come to the Classic, that they call you?
They can.
How do they get a trailer? If you need a trailer,
if they need a trailer, and what we'll do if they need a trailer and we don't have a dealer where they're at, we'll work with them to make it happen. If they have a dealer in their area that they're at, we'll take the information from the boat and everything, because a lot of boats we have to go measure, because if they're way old or we don't have a jig for them or whatever, which we have most bottom jigs for most boats that are made, we'll send a guy out to measure the bottom of the boat at the house or in the backyard or in the weeds out in the field. It doesn't matter. So if they have a dealer, we'll sort of direct them to our dealer to take care of them. But just like this, we don't have a dealer in New Jersey. So we took care of you. We got it done.
We did.
And that's just sort of what we do. We take care of our dealers, but if there's not a dealer around, we'll get it done.
excellent.
But call Trailmaster. Call Trailmaster. Jake
Call
Hanley,
Trailmaster.
corporate
Yep.
Trailmaster.
American
Yeah.
company.
Well, you know, we make it a point in every Ike Live. We thank the emergency response people. We thank the military. You have a military background, don't you?
I do not. I do not have a military background. I know I wear my camouflage and everything. I've done it ever since I started fishing in respect for the military people.
That's awesome.
That's
You
correct.
join us in that
Yes,
cause.
that's right. That's
Beautiful.
correct. And that's everybody. They ask me at the gas station stuff because my boat is digital camo, just like my shirt.
Right.
They say, "Oh, were you in the military?" I said, "No, but I show my respect for the military.
That's awesome.
Buy my boat and buy my jersey."
Heck
So,
yeah.
Right on.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us in that effort, and thanks for being on the show and talking to us a little bit about what's going on. I want to talk to you a little bit about what's going on out on the Elite Tour. Now, I've asked this question before, and is it true that the Bassmaster Elites are better than the MLF?
Wow. Boy, wow. Let me tell
This
you
isn't
something.
even being recorded right
Well,
now.
I mean,
There's nothing being recorded.
Wow. It depends on where you
Not
want to
even
go.
on the YOLO text.
I think there's certain areas where it's definitely better and certain areas where it may not be as good. For instance, I like bass fishing because of all this.
Yep.
All the fans that come
Yeah.
out and support everything, okay? We had an MLF event not too long ago in Lake Okeechobee. My good buddy Jacob Prosick won the tournament. And it was this, crickets. That's
Right.
what he got when
Right.
he won.
Mm-hmm.
When you win a Bassmaster Elite event, you have thousands of fans out there in front of you that you get to enjoy
Erupting.
the victory
Yeah,
with.
it's special.
Exactly. Just like winning the Super Bowl or winning a thing, and there's no fans to yell or scream or
Yep.
see the confetti.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem with me because without the fans and fishing, we don't
There's
exist.
nothing. There's
Right.
nothing.
We don't exist. You guys don't exist if you don't have fans watching your stuff, and if you don't have interaction with fans, because I think that's a lot of what they like, to sit and talk. Even if you talk for a minute to a fan, they'll remember that forever, because I did when I was a little kid. When I talked to Roland Martin at a tournament, I got his autograph, and I go, man, I met Roland Martin. You remember that for your life.
Absolutely, you do.
But when there's no fans at your event, dude, it's mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yep.
It really is. So that's the big difference in my point.
And I love watching the MLF. I watch the BPT, and it's awesome to watch on TV. I'm just a fan of fishing, so I watch it all.
Right.
I can't wait till when I ask that question, somebody says, "Yes, we are way better," and here's why.
You keep doing it. You're sliding it in too, Pete. I'm waiting for it to
I
happen.
didn't even know that was coming.
I didn't either, honestly. I didn't know he was going there with you.
But I think I did pretty good.
You did you handled it very
You
well,
handled it
and
very
your attorney
diplomatically.
is right over there, Koby, and your attorney is very proud of you right now.
Very, very good. Koby, man, I appreciate
Hey,
you
thank you.
spending some
Thanks.
time
I
with us,
appreciate it.
sharing your knowledge
Awesome.
about
Awesome.
trailers, sharing your knowledge about baits that are no longer in production and we can't buy. I appreciate it.
Go searching. It's fun. It's fun.
It is fun.
It is.
It is fun.
You can get them out there.
And there is, but hey, you got to be careful because there's a lot of,
Bunk ones.
yeah, exactly.
Bunk. You
Fake.
don't want the bunk.
When you get it in the mail, you're not very happy.
Oh,
Yes.
what are they? You're buying fakes?
Well, there's a guy that takes a regular long A bomber, and he takes the eye out the back,
And
he
screws
puts a screw eye in
That's dirty.
and sends it to you.
Dirty.
I got one. I didn't get it happen to me because I could tell it wasn't real.
Okay.
I'm surprised he
But
ain't
the guy
got a
showed it
horse
to
head
me,
in
and
his
I
bed yet,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Well, I looked
Sneaky.
him up, and I made sure that we got rid of him.
Yeah. Something BTC might try to do.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We're going to be filming down here a lot more stuff, talking with a lot of the greatest anglers in the world. We're going to be doing it right here on Ike Live. We'll be right back.
Perfect.